Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch more Symphogear. So, we had a lot of fun last time. Let's see what exactly happened last time. The Protector's Song. After Miku joins the second division, Genjuro goes to see Chris, explaining how he was able to become her guardian after she was rescued from trafficking 2 years ago, but she refuses his help. Having fully recovered from her injuries, Tsubasa is invited by Hibiki and Miku to spend the day together, where she comes to understand some of Kanade's words. Tsubasa decides to participate in a music festival taking place at an arena where the fateful incident took place. On the night of the concert, Hibiki decides to take on a noise case on her own, where she teams up with Chris. Following the concert, Tsubasa decides to take on an overseas contract. Oh, I thought she was saying no to that. That's my bad.
No,
All
it's
right.
literally the implication. Also, while the dude was walking away, he was saying it's going to be a real hectic time for her, implying that, you know, now she's got, like, a lot more to do.
Yep.
Also, do you think, what crime would you charge that woman with? Um, Chris, Chris as legal guardian has not had, what's the word I'm looking for here? Not ownership, guardianship
Yeah,
over her
guardianship.
all this time, and she's technically been with this other woman.
Hmm.
Is that kidnapping?
I think that's just straight up kidnapping.
Because obviously the child has no will of her own in this matter, not legally anyway. So if the
Legally, someone has to take care of the child. She has been taken away from her legal guardian, who was trying to do their duty, but of course, they got kidnapped. So yeah, no
well,
kidnapping.
I'm saying the physical act of kidnapping might not have taken place, given that Chris may have wanted to. But I'm saying obviously the child has no legal will in the matter.
Hmm.
So long as the legal guardian did not consent, is that considered kidnapping or is that just
It.
squatting?
Oh, if you're just talking about Chris being alone, that's just her running away.
No. I meant with the other woman.
If it's with the other woman, then that's kidnapping.
Even if the other woman did not take her.
Uh, I'm pretty sure, given the context of the relationship, at some point it evolved into kidnapping.
Right, well, I'm saying, like, say Chris just walked into the mansion and lived there for 2 years, and just happened to be that the mansion was owned by a woman who also lived there. Is that kidnapping?
Uh, I would probably say they would have some culpability in their runaway status and not informing their guardian. If if it were a completely above board thing and she did nothing wrong, but she also tied her up.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'm just not talking about that part. I'm just talking about
yeah,
the
yeah.
whole status of she was away from her guardian, but at the same time was living with somebody else while she was God, they're in high school, right? So they've got to be underage. Although the age of majority in Japan is 16, isn't it? So she could quite possibly be considered an adult.
I guess it depends. She's definitely trying to do her own thing and maintain independence right now because she trusts nobody. So, as far as she's concerned,
Well, that's why we go back to the point of a child has no will in the eyes of the law. They
mhm,
cannot make up their own mind to what they want to do, unless I guess, of course, asked by a judge or something.
right. It's not so much they can't make their own decisions, it's that generally responsibility for a person's well being is settled to someone else.
That's just that parental consent or
Mhm,
guardian's consent. But
yeah.
she can't decide to walk away from her guardian to just live somewhere else until she is
So,
of the age of majority.
so I want to go ahead and take a random guess here. How many episodes before Chris and Genjuro hug? Until finally Genjuro fully adopts Chris, their family again, and they just hug.
Well, your guess was two more episodes, right?
Right.
There's 13 episodes in the season. We don't have any proof that Chris
It,
isn't going to turn into a Vegeta.
she is a Vegeta
I'm
already.
going to say somewhere in Symphogear G.
Is that the second or third season?
Second.
Okay, fair enough.
Because Chris is a G.
So let's see if we remember that all the way in season 2, and we'll see if it happens with the next couple episodes.
Literally, that's 4 weeks from now.
Mm-hmm. All right then. So, ongoing into this episode, everyone is a little bit happier. One of the characters is going to a different continent, and I have to wonder, how's the story going to evolve with that?
Is everybody a little bit happier? Once again, we last saw Chris punching the wall of an alley.
All right, everyone except Chris, because Chris can't ever be happy.
Really? It didn't seem like the scientist was all too happy last time we saw her in that episode.
She's more ponderous after, being too expressive. That's all.
I don't know. Actually, she seemed depressed after staking just a little bit of her story.
Well, we'll have to get more of her story. She'll have to actually stick around this time and tell it to us.
Also, what about that assistant? He seemed more anxiety-ridden by the end of the episode.
He did get kicked in the face a couple times too. That might not be feeling too good. But everyone else. Well, what about the people who keep dying to the noise? No, everyone else. So, any further thoughts or predictions before we continue?
Yeah, what about it being his friend, in fact? Because she kind of got sidelined there by the end of the date. She might not be as happy. Well, it
Fair
started
enough.
with
Fair
the
enough.
three of them together, but by the end, it was just Hibiki and Tsubasa looking up, looking out of the city, and nobody was talking to her friend anymore.
Mhm.
Literal third wheel.
Well, that's what we get when we have a bunch of pairings. I'm all for the polycule. So, let's go ahead and watch. Back at the mansion.
And the
Oh, they found
Americans.
it. Oh, there's blood everywhere.
And the
Oh,
scientist.
well, we were right all along.
We.
And she's dead.
I don't remember you jumping in on this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they shot her and she's just straight up dead.
All the research data for relic are ours now.
You don't need me anymore, as you're ready to wrap up. Such a thorough move.
It's just a kidney shot. She'll be fine.
Yeah, why wouldn't you just shoot her now? As if staring at her. Like a Power Rangers villain.
Who finds this place?
Or a Sailor Moon
Such a
villain.
dirty doctor you risk manners.
I'm glad we have the actual subtitles for this.
Who hasn't even looked at the depth of black art?
Oh, here we go. You haven't experienced the depths of the black art.
So yeah, I've been proven correct.
Well, if ever there was evidence, here it is. I'm just surprised they did it in this manner. That was great. And of course, the high-speed driving, the blood, it all connects, makes sense. It all fits perfectly together.
Also,
We
been
got the hints,
really
we saw the
awkward
hints.
if Chris had ever gone in, right? Because Chris joins the agency, and then that's you.
Oh, yes. So a couple episodes, she joins, she feels great, she's making friends, she walks in, she sees her abuser and goes, "No, you're all working together." Oh, won't that be fantastic?
Oh man, this. I'm even gonna go back on the whole "what do you mean we" thing. You who thought people couldn't change their hair color.
No, I've always been on team hair color change.
Man, I was like, I've been calling this for what, 6 episodes now?
But is the blue hair natural?
5 episodes. I've been calling this for 5 episodes now.
It's important. is the anime hair color in this natural hair color?
失礼しました。
Like, can you choirs practicing in the distance there?
何？合唱部に触発されちゃった？リリアの効果を聞いてるとまったりするっていうか、すごく落ち着くっていう
That
か、
episode's in. I think this is the
みんな
first
がいる
time
ところって思
we're
うと
hearing
安
this
心
from
す
a
る。
song.
自分の場
Right,
所っ
yeah.
て気がするんだ。入学してまだ2ヶ月ちょっとなのにね。でもいろいろあった2ヶ月だよ。そうだね。
Please don't be a recap episode.
So it's been about 2 months. We've watched 10 episodes. So there's roughly maybe 1 episode a week and a couple more in between. So her training montage with Genjiro couldn't possibly have been more than a week.
違う、私じゃない。やったのは。
誰もお前がやったなどと疑ってはいない。すべては君や俺たちのそばにいた
Despite your
彼女の仕業
Symphogear literally employing guns.
Well, it's good to know Genjiro figured it out now.
もう
Oh, tampered with the evidence. Still super powered.
What a
Everyone
useless
else-
explosive. Everyone
どうなっ
survived.
てんだよこいつは。
Everyone, well, everyone else is kind of messed up.
そうじゃねえよ。
Like, that's your explanation?
なんでギアをまとえないやつが私を守ってんだよ。
俺がお前
Call
を守
throwing
るのは
dynamite at
ギアがある
martial
な
arts?
しじゃなくて、お前が少しばかり大人だからだ。
大人。私は大人が嫌いだ。死ん
You're
だ
just
パ
a
パとママも
baby.
大嫌いだ。こんな無双家で臆病者。私はあいつらと違う。戦地で難民救済。歌で世界を救う。いい大人が夢なんか見てるんじゃねえよ。
大人が夢を。
Man, this is a crime scene. This isn't the time for this.
戦う意志と力を持つ奴らを片っ端からぶっ潰していけばいい。それが一番合理的で現実的だ。
Ah, the Gundam Zero
そいつが
Double
お
O
前の流儀
approach.
か。なら聞くが、そのやり方でお前は戦いをなくせたのか。
そりゃ。
いい大人は夢を見ないと言ったな。そうじゃない。大人だからこそ夢を見るんだ。大人になったら背も伸びるし、力も強くなる。
Sir, should we continue the mission while you talk to your kid?
子供の頃はただ見るだけだった夢も
Also, some adults
大
do
人
write
になったら叶
musicals.
えるチャンスが大きくなる。夢を
I
見る
actually
意味が
have,
大きくなる
this is what I call Weber over here on CD.
ただ夢を見に戦場に行ったのか。違う
Sir, Jeff has a concussion. Should we call a
世界
team?
を平和にするって夢を叶えるため、自ら望んでこの世
I
の
found the
地獄に
body of a
踏み込ん
dead
だ
scientist lady. You want me to call
そん
somebody?
なこと。
お前に見せたかったんだろう。夢は叶えられるという揺るがない現実をな。お前は嫌いと吐き捨てたが、お前の両親はきっとお前のことを大切に思ってたんだろうな。
Well, I guess you're gonna win,
Yours.
Griff.
Yeah, it's happening sooner than we thought.
Well, I mean, you'll have gone the closest without going over.
Oh, we got the hug.
I mean, technically we both went over, but
And now Chris is sad. Well, at least we got some development there. But what about the rest of the
well, I mean, it was a catharsis.
一緒には来られないか。
catharsis?
Catharsis.
お前はお前が思ってるほど一人ぼっちじゃない。お前が一人道を行くとしても、その道は遠からず俺たちの道と交わる。
今まで
Gotta
戦
love you
っ
some
てきた
edgy
者同
loners.
士が一緒になれるというのか。よ慣れた大人がそんな綺麗事を言えるのかよ。
ほんとひねてんなお前。俺
Did we leave all those dead bodies in there?
新規
そうだ。限度学内
Are they
I
like in
think
the back
so.
of his truck?
Look, they aren't a cleaning crew.
便利だぞ。
They're secret agents. Hire a janitor if you want to clean up the bodies.
フィーネが言ってたんだ。カディンギルって。それが何なのかわからないけど、そいつはもう完成しているみたいなこと。
カディンギル。後手に回るのはしまいだ。こちらから撃って出てやる。
Did we even call the cops?
They are the cops.
Well, the cops usually stay behind to, you know, wait for the bodies to be collected.
両国
Good thing we have FaceTime here.
朝から連絡普通でして。
そうか。
涼子さんならきっと大丈夫です。何が来たって私を守ってくれた時のように。
This is very much Metal Gear Solid, right?
A little bit, yeah. This is like a codex entry.
The two green codex images talking to one another.
Oh, they're finally bringing it up. Like, hey, don't you have superhuman abilities?
やっとつながった。ごめんね、寝坊しちゃったんだけど、通信機の調子が良くなくて。
無事か。両国軍、そっちに何も問題は。
寝坊してゴミを出せなかったけど、何かあったの？よかった。
ならばいい。それより
Nobody
聞
answered
きたい
you.
ことがある。
せっかちね。何かしら？
Something happened? That's
カ
good
デ
to
ィン
hear.
ギル。この言葉が意味するものは。
カディンギルとは古代シュメールの言葉で高みの存在。転じて天を仰ぐほどの塔を意味しているわね。
何者かがそんな塔を建造していたとして、なぜ俺たちは見過ごしてきたのだ。
確かにそう言われちゃうと。
だが、ようやく
So is this a Is this a multiple personality situation, do you think?
相手の隙にこちらが全力を叩き込むんだ。最終決戦、仕掛けるからには仕損じるな。
Because she attacked the other people, knowing who they
Yeah.
were.
A few things to take care of. Yeah, like your bowl screw.
Because remember, she's got the other relic in her that Chris used to have that does the whole hardening around wounds thing.
カディンギルについての情報をかき集めろ。
All I found was a game wiki, sir.
And conceivably, the same Symphogear that can summon noise.
So, now we're going into the Evangelion arc.
今は人を襲うというよりもただ移動していると。はい。はい。
They're just standing there.
平気。私と翼さんで何とかするから。だからミクは学校に戻って。リディアンに？いざとなったら地下のシェルターを開放してこの辺の人たちを避難させないといけない。ミクにはそれを手伝ってもらいたいんだ。うん、わかった。ごめん、ミクを巻き込んじゃって。巻き込まれたなんて思っていないよ。私が
By
リディアン
walking
にな
down
る
a
のは
road.
響がどんな遠くに行ったとしても。
It's okay, they've both already stared down death in the face before, and then texted in front of it. They're used to this.
帰る場所。そう。だから言って。私も響のように大切なものを守れるくらいに強くなるから。
Holding hands, very lewd.
小日向ミクは私にとっての日だまりなの。ミクのそばが一番高いところで、私が絶対に帰ってくるところ。これまでもそうだし、これから
Not
も
to be a
そう。
downer, Griff, but I'm never gonna say anything like that to you ever. Because that's something you say to your friends. That's something you say to something that's more than friends.
Zeta, you are the cold heart of darkness. I know of no spot with less feeling than that. And that is why we are enemies.
There's no source of despair that pushes me further away than you.
You don't really mean that.
第33区域を経由しつつ第28区域方面へ進行中。同様に 第18区域と第17区域のノイズも第24区域方面へと移動し、そして
Clearly, they must be heading towards the
そ
tower.
れぞれのノイズの進行経路の先に東京スカイタワー
Oh,
がありま
look
す
at that. I was right.
If only there was a big obvious tower here in town that could possibly be Kadinger.
スカイタワーはまさにそのものじゃないでしょうか。
スカイタワーには俺たち2課が活動時に使用している映像や更新といった電波情報を統括制御する役割も備わっている。
They could knock out 4G in the entire county.
And thus eliminate the
まだだと
coronavirus.
しても
And Bill Gates would never know where we
で
were.
もここからじゃ。
なんともならないことをなんとかするのが俺たちの仕事だ。
The
Pride is definitely
JDSF.
helpful.
Say the JDSF. They were there.
What's he getting up to?
I don't know. His
It's-
role is hard to tell because he represents Tsubas's singing career, but I guess also does other stuff.
He's kind of the local handler for all the Symphogear people.
Also very confusing that the Noise have carrier squadrons and fighter jets.
Eventually it's going to be explained like, yeah, no, noise can be whatever the person who makes them wants them to be, and they're... And I guess she just really wanted carrier jets today. She's seen, like, Ace Combat.
I'm really starting to feel like the Noise are like from like an alternate dimension or something. You know, every one of those theories that you're having about Razafon.
Alright, so they're actually from a future alien world, and... You want to flip off the motorcycle? It's definitely a good way to transform.
Although that motorcycle is still traveling, by the way.
Oh, there we go. We got the chain link of explosions. Love it.
Somewhere down the road, somebody's got hit by a motorcycle.
The answer is no, you cannot use the helicopters. The person who brought you here is dead. I hope you didn't like them.
Man, that so feels like a Mega Man villain. The flying things that turn into spikes.
Oh gosh.
先森が後ずさればそれだけ戦線が後退するということだ。
Hate to say it, they're already in the borders.
Guess who has the perfect answer to an aerial enemy? It's Chris.
And a badass music change.
ちょっと出張ってみただけ。それに勘違いするなよ。お前たちの
I can't figure out how to turn off the alarm on my phone.
少々到着が遅くなったかもしれないがな。
助っ人？
そうだ。第2号生物1位番のシンフォギアをまとう戦士ユキレクリスだ。
See, I knew it too.
私の話を聞いてねえのかよ。とにかく今は連携してノイズを勝手にやらせてもらう。邪魔だけはすんなよな。
There we go. Aerial bombardment. Very good.
私たちは地上のノイズで
Yeah, so it seems like they've got the one song that activates Symphogear.
A rain of blood like a volcano. Hell yeah, that's metal as hell lyric.
Yes, I've said that 100 times now.
So you did. It's one of the deleted scenes. You'll have to go back and watch it, Chris.
だからって争わない理由もあるものかよ。こないだまでやり合ってたんだぞ。そんなに簡単に人と人が。
You know, the one where I almost made you commit suicide.
誰とだって仲良くなれる。
Sorry, Chris, there aren't any windows to jump out of this time. You gotta stick it out. It's friendship circle time.
どうして私にはアームドギアがないんだろうってずっと考えてた。
Wonder how long it's gonna take before they all have like a combined song that they do.
でも今は思わない。
This is how they get the band together.
二人とこうして手を握り合える。仲良くなれるからね。
立花。
That is adorably cute. Only to be undermined when she summons her weapon. Oh no, I did have one all along. I don't need you anymore.
Please record scratch and slap her hand away. I know it's not for the.
このバカに当てられたのか。
Say, I know it's not what the show's about, but
そしてあな
I
たも
want my edgelord character to be untainted.
冗談だろ。
It's okay, they'll keep being edgy, but they'll go shopping too.
親玉をやらないと
You see, she's seeing the city in a brand new way.
私でなきゃできないことだ。
She's basically, and not just because she's red, she's doing the Sailor Mars.
ぶっ放してやる。
まさか殺傷を。
バカ。私の命は安物じゃねえ。
ならば
I love how don't be stupid is just ah.
出力を引き上げつつも放出を抑え
Language is great.
行き場のなくなったエネルギーを臨界まで溜め込み、一気に解き放ってやる。
だがチャージ中は丸裸も同然。これだけの数を相手にする状況では危険すぎる。
そうですね。だけど私たちがクリスチャンを守ればいいだけのこと。
It's okay, today I learned friends are like a blade of armor. Throw them away to absorb the damage.
I never expected you said a blade to,
頼まれても
but I heard a blade of.
私も引き下がれないじゃねえか。
Alright, Chris, you got your Piccolo moment. You get to charge in the background for 2 episodes. Let's see how this goes.
Oh, looks like I guess they had more than one song.
私の戦いは誰かと手をつなぐこと。
砕いて壊すも束ねてつなぐも力。立花らしいアームドギアだ。
Her song is almost.
You got missiles?
Her song is almost the G Gundam thing.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, burning finger. My pain, my sorrow. I rage my anger.
There you go.
Deny friendship when your battle song was all about finding how you found friendship.
Finding friendship grants you anti-air missiles.
やめろバカ、何しやがるんだ。
勝てたのはクリスチャンのおかげだよ。
だからやめろと言ってるだろうが。いいか。お前
Build and has to be friends.
I mean, friends or not, some people just aren't touchy. It's not on you to force that on them.
夢？クリスチャンの？
You have a dream? A dream of revenge? Tell me.
Seriously,
Tell me how much you want to kill them.
stop fucking touching me.
おい、ヘビケ、学校がリディアンがノイズに襲われ。
Oh, the school was the tower all along.
It was a distraction the whole time.
I mean, we got like 3 episodes for Chris to point out that the scientist is actually the evil woman. Because it still
That
has
is
to
true.
happen.
We still got to get that moment. We didn't get it today, but we will.
Well, it's
Of
obviously
course.
next episode. They're gonna get there. She's gonna be there. And it'll be like, no, what are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. What are you talking about? That's blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah,
please God,
100%.
let her name actually be blah, 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 blah.
Given the amount of English, it has to be an appropriately English name.
Well, I don't think she's English.
Well, they keep speaking it. I mean, we gotta have more of it.
She's spoken a lot more Japanese than she has English.
But let's see.
And
So,
also, the American agents turned on her, so obviously he wasn't like in charge of them either.
right, she was using them, and they were using her, and ultimately, they didn't get out alive or get what they wanted. I think. So, well, sucks to be them, I guess. But I guess it also does go to show what is the effective power of a gun against somebody with Symphogear, and the answer is that they're still effective, but they can also make you explode.
She wasn't in her Symphogear uniform either.
True, she
So
had to transform afterwards.
So we don't actually know. She didn't actually transform either.
I thought that's what was represented by like the veins creeping up her body.
That
She
was-
was activating whatever relic she has a part of her.
That was a part of the relic that she didn't activate the Symphogear though.
Okay.
Here's the easy
All right,
test.
we haven't seen her magical girl transformation.
Here's the
yeah,
easy.
you're right.
Here's the easy test, Griff. Was she singing?
We didn't get a scene of it.
If
No.
there was no singing, there was no Symphogear.
So ultimately, I have a feeling because we're approaching the end of the season, that should eventually be seen and be more evident. If she has anything like that, it'll be revealed. If she doesn't, it's more noise. It's fine.
It's also
She
that
still
she
has
has
a
a
powerful relic and she's
possession
after a
of a
goal.
complete relic.
Yeah, so it's gonna be fun times next time. What other thoughts we got about this? What was the best part of the episode for you, Theta?
Is that just a new prompt from now on? Make
Yeah,
sure
it's
Theta
always an
likes
easy one.
something.
Yeah, Theta, go ahead. Say something positive.
Okay.
We know you're a black hole of despair.
I liked when I was proven right for the last 5 episodes.
Oh, there you go.
And
We
thus proving you wrong about people changing their hair color.
color this a rare moment that anything we say ends up proven right on the show, right?
I
But
said
hey,
it
I mean,
real early, and turned out to be true. That's all I
we
asked for.
you said it early. We saw the clues, the evidence built up, and they popped the bubble. I actually, of all things, I was almost expecting them to like not do the reveal. Like we would know as the audience, but they still wouldn't do the reveal. They do kind of the Sailor Moon thing where the villain just like continues to be in the exact same position forever, sending out threats and nothing bad ever happens to them until the movie or something, right? But no, the main villain has been involved with actions. Uh, has had their allies turn on them, actually gotten hurt, struggles to accomplish things. They're not invulnerable, but they are evil. This is great. I'm enjoying that.
Well, we don't know that they're evil.
I'd start putting them down on the evil spectrum. We're gonna start with the kidnapping, and we can work from there.
We've already legally argued out that might not be kidnapping.
We're in the vague territory of kidnapping, and we work our way from there. There's other crimes at play
She
here. I
might
think.
actually be of the age of majority, which means that she has a legal will of her own to have lived wherever she wanted.
Look, at the very least, she's not only guilty of speeding, she's also guilty of summoning noise and killing 99% of people whenever they appear.
The pathway down the cliffside might actually be part of her own property. It could be the driveway back to the highway. So,
There we go. It was actually on your property and your road. We can't do it. There you go.
which means that speeding might not apply, as she would be the only indicator of what the speed limit would be in her own driveway.
So I think as we covered last episode, there are supplementary materials, and a lot of it is in text. So if any of those happen to be the property deeds for Phoenix Mansion and elaborate on the grounds around it, whether or not she owns the road, post down below in the comments.
Yeah, I guess
whether or
if-
not it is illegal for her to have been speeding, the most heinous of her crimes.
Yeah, I guess if there's any documentation to stuff that we would have seen as this was airing up till now, that wouldn't be spoilers, go ahead and share that in the comments, because otherwise we wouldn't know. And since there's like 4 seasons ahead of us, you don't want us going out there just looking up shit on our own to be possibly spoiled, as that would be bad for all of us.
We love it when you tell us stuff we don't know, and it's always fun to learn.
Love it when you call me Big Daddy.
But for right now, I think that's probably going to go ahead and conclude it for here today. This has been Stoneface Reactions, everyone. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around, everyone. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?